Iran hacked into Kash Patel's personal email and put pictures up and all that just to show it was easy work. Y'all want to really show America something, Iran? Hack into Sallie Mae and wipe everybody's student loan. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. Y'all scary. Iran, y'all don't want to cause no real harm to the country for real. Y'all just want to bluff. Hack into them credit accounts. Get everybody credit score. 750. 800. Do that. Do that. Wipe everybody loan debt. Do it. If y'all want to really shock them, give black people their reparations. I bet you won't do it. You too scared. Y'all ain't ready for war.
At this point, let the shit raise. Let the price of gas get to $95,000 a gallon. Let the global economy completely crash. It is time. What are we waiting for? Are you holding on to something good, bitch, that I don't know about? I never liked $3 gas. I never liked having to pay rent once a month. Just to live. I never liked having to pay $200 just to use lights, bitch. Yeah, let's. And if that means some of us, and I do mean even myself, this is something I'm willing to die for so that my future family and the nieces and nephews that I leave along and their kids are able to live in a beautiful future. Some of us may have to die. Yeah, me. But let's let this shit happen. Fuck it. What are we fighting for again? What do we want to get back? What do we want to get back? I'm trying to think what we want back as a collective. I can't think of a single good thing about today's society. Truly nothing. I don't know. We don't honor our scholars. Let it fucking burn.
How many of you would like to see impeachment hearings? No, that was the wrong answer. Try it again. How many of you would like to see impeachment hearings? No.
They're so stupid. They're so stupid. They are so dumb. They don't even know what they're cheering for. They just hear buzzwords and they start cheering. That's how you know that they are programmed. These are bots. They are literal bots.
While we were all sleeping, Republicans in the Senate turned on Trump and voted unanimously with Democrats to fully pay TSA agents after 40 fucking days of a government shutdown. And they turned on Trump because they specifically excluded money for ICE and Border Patrol. But that's not even the real story. The real story is why this happened. Why Republicans turned on Trump and voted unanimously with Democrats. And the reason why is because Delta Airlines canceled all special perks and services for all Congress members until they voted to fully fund TSA agents. And because TMZ also urged everybody to send them pictures of any and every congressperson who was seen on vacation while TSA agents were literally suffering with no pay. And that was a lesson right there. The fact that Trump was never the pressure point, he was always the shield. Every time Trump wanted to do something like the big beautiful bill that gave trillions in tax cuts to the ultra rich, or when he bombed Iran and Republicans in Congress wouldn't tell him that he didn't have the authority to do it. Republicans in Congress have always hid behind Trump's bullshit for years. He absorbs the outrage, takes the heat, and they get to shrug and say that, what can we do about it? Or, I didn't see it, I don't know anything about it. But the moment the consequences landed on them personally, they fucking folded. The reality is that Trump is a fucking narcissist. He genuinely does not process public humiliation the same way that normal people do. It actually fuels him. But Republicans who aren't term limited, they fucking care deeply about their reputation, their comfort, and their status. They just never really had to defend it directly because Trump always got the heat. This vote revealed the architecture of the system, and it works like this. Trump does the unpopular thing, the outrage goes to Trump. Republicans in Congress who can stop it act stupid, and nobody's perks get touched. They rinse and repeat this for years, and Trump always gets away with it. The TSA situation broke that architecture because Trump wasn't the fucking variable. Congress was. And the second that happened, Boom, a unanimous motherfucking vote. So the question is, what if we stopped trying to move Trump and started making Congress own every single fucking decision? And I'm not just talking about call your congressman. I'm also talking about forcing these corporations to turn on government. We're talking about Delta level consequences, TMZ level public targeting, making every Republican senator who votes to gut Medicaid explain it at their airport gate. Make them own the deportations. Make them own the cuts by name in public where their lives are. Trump will never fold to shame, but this week proved that Congress, oh, they fold fast as fuck.
And now in a society where being gay is now being pushed down our children's throats, not only through social media, but also through schools.
I'll be honest, I would rather being gay be pushed down their throats than what the Republicans are trying to push down their throats. Ayo. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
What are the Republicans trying to push down their throats? Please explain to me, because I am a proud to vote Republican.
Let me ask you a question. As a proud to vote Republican, how do you feel about the fact that Donald Trump directed the FBI to spend 400 overtime hours redacting the Epstein files, specifically redacting his name and the names of other solicitors of children?
How do we know that his name was redacted out of the Epstein files?
Beautiful question. Beautiful question. Because A, photos of him from parties, not even parties related to Epstein, have been redacted, even though the public photos are still available. So we know they redacted him in photos. Secondly, there was an instance, because some of the stuff that was redacted was unredacted, where there was a word redacted, and that word was don't. D-O-N-T. Just missed an apostrophe. Now, interesting that the word don't was redacted, right? Like, that's kind of weird. Why is that word redacted? Until you realize that Don T is one of the ways that they would spell Donald Trump's name, so it got hit with a redaction. So it was Don space T, because there was no apostrophe, for Donald Trump, redacted. That's how we know.
Lord, I'm tired of waiting. I don't think y'all Etsy witches are being specific enough. I need to really hone in. Every time I turn around, there's something new with this man. Bruises on the hands that he covering up with makeup, but it's still there. It's still persistent. Mouth leaning to the side, look like he had a stroke. Talking outside of his neck, all dementia-like, all Alzheimer's-like. Still got that throat, that rooster throat, pussy, the rooster thrissy, whatever. Fat as hell. You know what I'm saying? Still got that going on. COVID couldn't take him out back in the day. Got some rash on the side of his neck. Might be necrosis, might be shingles. I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. He limping. Swinging that right foot out like you're losing a little bit of motor function. I don't know. I'm not a medical professional, as I said. And he always tune that ass out, ain't he? Always tune it. Why he always tune it like that? I don't know. I really don't know, man. And he just keep waking up. He keep waking up. Y'all Etsy witches, man. Y'all gotta go back to the drawing board, man.
Oh, okay, so when everybody celebrates when his decrepit ass passes away, I better not hear anybody say a motherfucking thing. Remember when Charlie Kirk, when Giga Gums got killed, and everybody, Donald Trump included, was like, oh my god, the left side is always celebrating the deaths like they're just the worst people. But look at what this bitch is doing, so I better not hear anybody say a motherfucking thing when I go out in the backyard and throw everything in my motherfucking freezer on the grill. When I'm on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Blue Sky and Threads and every social media platform, celebrating, jumping for joy, praising whoever you believe in above, that motherfucker is no longer on this planet. I better not hear anybody say a motherfucking thing. I better not see no crying. I better not see no, oh my gosh, how could you guys? This is what we're talking about. You guys are so evil. Because if his ass can rejoice when somebody dies, then you best fucking believe when the most evil motherfucker that's alive on this planet right now, when he's finally up out of here, oh, listen, listen, we got a celebration for your ass. Watch.
I've asked this question before, and now I'm going to ask it again. MAGA, what did you get? Genuinely, I'm asking from a place of curiosity. What did you get? He promised cheaper groceries, but the moment he got into office, he put tariffs on literally everything, which made our groceries more expensive, so we didn't get that. He promised cheaper gas, and we know that was a lie. We can go outside and see that. He promised no new wars, and we know that was also a lie. He promised to release the e-files, and we see that was quite literally a complete disaster. My question is, how has your life changed? Did you get those jobs they were taking? No, you didn't, because he lied about them taking your jobs. He lied about y'all paying tax dollars to help fund them. Your life didn't change. You're living the same exact life you were living before the deportations, and you're paying the same amount of taxes. Nothing changed. All we got out of that was chaos. You didn't get the $5,000 stimulus check that he promised. He tricked y'all with the no tax on overtime, and y'all still don't have an affordable healthcare plan. The housing market that he promised to fix, the energy market that he promised to fix, all these markets that he promised to fix has only gotten worse. So what did you get? Because to me, it's not looking like you got anything. And if you're somebody that's still waiting on those empty promises, my question to you is, at what point are you going to realize that he lied? How long is it going to take until you realize that you're not getting anything that he promised?
So the Iranian hackers actually did it. They hit a U.S. company. So the medical supply company Stryker was hit hard by Iranian hackers, and they wiped out their entire system. Stryker partners with the Department of Defense, which is probably why they were targeted, but I'm still not sure what they do underground. What's their real role? Are they really just medical supply? I don't know, but they were wiped out completely. The wipeout was so extensive that even mobile devices were hit. So employees who had their work email on their phone got their phones wiped too, because they had their work emails on the phone. So officially, Iranian hackers were able to get into an American system, and it's probably because there was one weak email, one weak or lazy person didn't do what they were supposed to do with their email security or whatever it may be. But I just want to stress to y'all that, someone said Iranian hackers were going to go and take out our credit card debt. I just want to stress, if they do that, even if they just did student loan debt, that would send the U.S. into full-on collapse. Sorry, I'm getting in my car. Full-on collapse. And it would make banks go out of business. Banks would shut down because of this. So it sounds funny, it sounds crazy. Oh, wipe out my credit card debt, but your savings would go with it, because banks wouldn't have any money whatsoever left because the debt would be gone. So, things are really starting to escalate, and I just don't think the U.S. knew their enemy.
Well, he did it. He finally started that war that he did not want. So right now, MAGA all over the internet, y'all should be filming videos of you going to the recruitment office to make America great again. Jeff Mead, Aiden Ross, y'all should be headed towards that recruitment office to fight for the country, right? Because you love this country and you're just trying to protect it. Every conservative on this app and every other part of social media that calls themselves patriots, that say they want to make America great again, you should be ecstatic about going to boot camp right now. I am anticipating all the videos of y'all walking into that recruitment office and serving the country, because I know that's definitely going to happen. I know that you're about what you've been talking about for the last few years. The president just asked for you. So you need to get up. You need to go help him. You need to go make America great again. Right? Yeah, you're definitely going to make those videos.
No.
Confuse the enemy. Yep.